McKinsey, BCG, Bain are the top consulting firms of the world, and students would do whatever it takes to get into these consulting firms. However, the harsh reality is that the gates for these consulting firms are very rarely open for college students. Guys, if you're someone who's planning to join a college or is already in college, please make sure that you watch this video till the very end, because I am going to be telling you the exact roadmap that you need in order to crack these top consulting firms. What are the job roles like, what are the salaries you can expect, and a lot more. So without any further ado, let's get started. Firstly, what do consultants do? I'm pretty sure you have already heard the names of McKinsey, BCG, Bain, all that, but you are not very clear on what exactly do consultants do. Why is consulting such a highly competitive market to crack? At the same time, why do consultants get the highest salaries ever? Now guys, the reason for that is that consultants work on complex business problems for very big business clients or government organizations. Their job is to analyze market trends, operations, finance, and strategically advise their clients of how they can expand and grow. And that is the reason a consultant's life is very, very tough. Irrespective of how tough a consultant's life is, I'm pretty sure it's the dream of every student to get into consulting because of multiple reasons. And firstly is the highest paid salaries ever. At the same time, you get to travel a lot, you get to work on different industries, different problems, all such things, which I fully understand. But the second part that I want to discuss in these videos is that who are the college students who are actually making it to consulting firms. Guys, the reality is that because these are complex business problems for very big business clients, consulting firms are usually only looking for business school students, that too from only tier 1B schools. So if you're from IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, ISB, then you know that these top consulting firms are going to come to your college and select you. But if you're an undergrad student, it becomes really very tricky, because even if you're 21, 22 years of age, you still would want to work with McKinsey, BCG, Bain. But is that really possible? Let me answer that for you. Yes guys, consulting firms do hire from undergraduate level as well. I'm not sure if you know about it or not, but a lot of the consulting firms go and hire from undergraduate colleges. But I'll be completely wrong if I tell you that they're going to any and every college to hire people from the undergrad background. No, that does not happen. They have a proper preference list, and only if your college falls in that preference list is when they will come to your college or would select you through outside way. Otherwise, you are not going to make it through consulting. That is the harsh reality. Now, please listen to me for next 2 or 3 minutes, because I will also tell you, if you're not from those colleges, how can you make it through? But firstly, what are these undergrad colleges where these consulting firms are going and hiring and recruiting students? Firstly, these are the top IITs: IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur. So if you're from the top IITs, you still have a very high chance of cracking McKinsey, BCG, Bain, and all the top consulting firms. Secondly, they are also going to other undergrad colleges like top Delhi University colleges like LSR, Hindu, St. Stephen's. Along with that, they are also going to liberal arts colleges like Ashoka, Flames, and I'm also assuming they will also hire from Masters Union, even though I'm not really sure right now, because we will only have to wait and watch till their first placements happen to see whether consulting firms are even coming to these new age colleges or not. Now, if you're not from these colleges, does that mean that you cannot make it to top consulting firms? No guys, that is not correct. Irrespective, even if you're not from the top Delhi University colleges or Ashoka or all of them, you can still make it to consulting firms. Now, the little catch here is that you might not be able to get consulting roles. What happens is that these top consulting firms go to top colleges to hire for consultant roles. But along with that, they also go to other colleges to hire for other roles. Now, consultants is just one part of consulting, right? They also need people in pricing, they also need people in finance team, they also need people in operations team, and so many other teams. So you will see that these companies also go to CRISE and NMIMS and Symbiosis and all such colleges, but for very, very different roles. Now, what are these roles? These roles are research analysts, where you'll have to work on research that the consultants would use when they're presenting to their clients and all that. Secondly is business analyst, which again is like a back-end role, but where you're working towards research or helping them prepare decks, all that. Third are deck teams or PowerPoint presentation teams, whatever you'd like to call it. A lot of the consultants use presentations to present to their clients, and they need a team who is making really good PowerPoint presentations for them. So whether you are good with graphics or design or research, you still have a high opportunity of making it to McKinsey, BCG, Bain. But obviously these are not exactly the consultant roles. Along with that, like I told you, there are other departments: the human resource department, the finance department, the budgeting department. All of these departments also hire from undergraduate level from different colleges across the country. Now, I'm pretty sure one doubt would be there in your mind that, hey Kavach, are the salaries the same if I'm getting into a consulting role and if I'm getting into other supporting roles like research analyst, business analyst, PowerPoint presentation maker, all of that? Now guys, the answer to that is no, that is not the truth. The roles differ, hence the salaries also differ. So if you're from the top IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, consulting roles can start anywhere from 25 lakhs and above per annum. Yes guys, this is how good it is. It even goes to 35, 38 lakh rupees. But if you're from undergrad college, like suppose say IIT or Ashoka and all of that, the salaries can range somewhere from 14 lakhs to 20 to 25 lakh rupees. That's the range. Now, if you're in the supporting roles, like I told you, the research department or budgeting department, pricing department, then the salaries are somewhere from 7 lakhs to 12 lakh rupees per annum. This is the ballpark figure that I have. Now, sometimes this salary can also be a little lesser or higher depending on how the market scenarios are playing out to be. So I hope by now you are clear on what kind of colleges are these consulting firms hiring from, or what kind of roles you can get and what kind of salaries you can get. Now guys, irrespective whether you're going for a supporting role or consulting role, the reality is that consulting is very, very competitive in nature, and no matter if you're in the top college or not, whichever college you are in, there is high competition. So just to give you an example, suppose you are in LSR and there are 200 people, they will still just select 4 or 5. So even in your college, even for a consulting role, there is high competition, and that's the case across. Now, what is the roadmap that I wanted to share with you, and I want to divide this into 4 steps for all you people. If you follow this roadmap, irrespective whether you're going for a consulting role or a supporting role, there is a high chance that you can crack consulting with the top companies after your undergraduate level. So please listen to this very, very carefully and make notes of each and everything that I'm telling you right now. Number 1 is to build a very strong resume. See guys, consulting is all about story. The way that you present your story across to the interviewers or the ones who are hiring you or selecting you, there's a high chance that you make it through. Now, is story all about just blabbering anything in the interview or just showing them some fake scenarios, which is not true? No guys, that's not how it works. They are looking for stellar profiles, and how you make stellar profiles is by number 1, having really good CGPA in your college. Number 1, a lot of the, in fact, consulting firms have this as a shortlisting criteria only. So if your CGPA is not above 8.5 and stuff, you cannot even sit for the interview. That's how competitive it is. So make sure that if you're going to be joining a college, or if you're already in college, please work hard on your CGPA, because they are going to look at it irrespective of whatever the case is. Number 2, they are looking for a really good academic background, which I don't mean necessarily only CGPA, but also your class 10, class 12 board results. So they are looking into that. They go that behind to see how well did you perform in your boards, 10th, 12th. All those things really matter. Thirdly, if you are in college or going to be joining in college, you need to have really good internships. And internships, again, in terms of great brands, but also in terms of great roles that you've done. A lot of times people have got great brands on their resume, but the work that they did in internship is nothing. Like, they've not done anything good. They've just gone, sat in the internship, taken the certificate and come out. That will not help you, because the people who are selecting you will go deep down into understanding what exactly do you do in your 45 days of internship or 30 days of internship. So make sure that if you're planning to do an internship, you do it with a firm which has a great brand, and at the same time they are giving you great responsibilities to do in your internship. Along with that guys, in your college you need to take up leadership roles. Like, you need to be part of organizing committees, hospitality committee, logistics committee, where you've pulled things, where you've done things so that they can get impressed that okay, this guy has the ability to lead a team of 3, 4, 5 people and achieve a really good result, and they love such kind of stories. Along with that, they will love if you've taken part in case study competitions and won these competitions, because what exactly happens in this business fairs and case studies competitions is very similar to what you will do in real life in consulting, whether it is at McKinsey, BCG, Bain or any other consulting firm. So if you've won an event here, won an event there, all of these things will really impress the interviewers. Step 2 is master problem solving. Now guys, the reality is a lot of you people who are watching this video might already have a great resume. You might have amazing scores, amazing acads, all those things. But a lot of you people falter in this particular step, because in the interview you will not be able to crack it. Now the truth is that the consulting interviews are not very similar to any other kind of job interviews, because in other job interviews they're interested in you, what you've done, what is your background, what does your parents do and all such things. But in consulting interviews, they will give you real life business problems to solve, which you need to do it then and there itself, and that is where people go completely wrong. My suggestion to all you people would be to please practice as much as possible in case studies. Work with your friends, work with your faculties, watch a lot of mock interviews that are available on YouTube relating to consulting interviews, and that will give you a lot of clarity that what you need to do. There's a lot of navigation that you need to do in their interviews because they're going to throw you a business problem. Like suppose Boat needs to increase its revenue by 20%. How will you help them do it? That is where you need to ask them questions, make your assumptions, and then give them a plan accordingly. And you need to do that then and there itself in the 20-30 minutes that you have. Third very important thing which gets neglected all the time is networking. It is just not about these companies coming to college. Sometimes these companies might not be coming to college, but you still have a chance of sending your resume to these companies. And the reason of how you can do that is by making sure that you've networked enough in the industry. Please attend a lot of the webinars that these consulting firms have. Please try reaching out to people who are already in consulting, whether they're 2 years, 3 years, 5 years senior to you. And it's just not about sending them a request on LinkedIn and saying that, hey, can you tell me about any openings in your company? No, that doesn't work. Build a relationship with them. Whenever you're sending them a request, say that, hey, I've liked your work and I know you've worked on this project. Can I get on a quick call with you to understand how did you really solve it? Or I'm really interested in the field of consulting. I would just want to take 5 minutes of yours if you could help me navigate. Try making them your mentors. And that is how you build a relationship with them. And then these people will be in close proximity with you and they can tell you that, hey Kavach, there's an opening coming in our company. Why don't you send your resume? Or suppose if I like any of my mentees, I can be like, okay, I can recommend you to this particular department. This is how you build up networks which can grow exponentially. I'm pretty sure in your college, maybe a consulting firm doesn't come to hire, but one of your seniors has made it to McKinsey, BCG, Bain. Now, how did he or she do it? It's purely through networking, guys. So please don't underestimate it and work it to the best of the ability. And again, please don't be like sending requests to 500 people. That doesn't work. Send requests to few people who you think you have a mutual connect with and try building a relationship with them. It is always about quality over quantity. Fourth and the last step that I have is please gain expertise knowledge. Guys, a lot of you people have the misconception that consulting is about having generalistic knowledge because they can throw you any problem and it can be across industries. Yes, even though that is correct, but in today's time when I am talking to the recruiters who are going to various colleges to hire for consultant roles, they tell me that Kavach, we are looking for specialized knowledge. So in case if you have specialized knowledge in operations, logistics, supply chain, AI, data analytics, pharmaceutical, manufacturing, they would love to select you over somebody else who doesn't have any expertise knowledge or who's just good with communication and great with marks. No, they are looking for somebody from these expertise knowledge because they might have an opening in that particular team. So to give you an example, suppose BCG has got a pharmaceutical client. So they are looking for people from pharmaceutical industry or somebody who has great knowledge in pharmaceutical industry that they can directly put into that team. So that's how you can get started in consulting. So yes guys, these were my 4 steps. But before I end, please listen to this. I know this video will be watched by a lot of people and a lot of you people might be from tier 2, tier 3 colleges. And you know that there is no chance that these top consulting firms would be coming to your college to hire you, which I know is the harsh truth that we all have to be okay with. But there is still another opportunity which a lot of you people miss out. Guys, beyond McKinsey, BCG, Bain, there are also other consulting firms that you can look at. EY, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, Accenture, all of them are also in consulting, and your bar to getting into these firms is easier than McKinsey, BCG, Bain because they are very hard to crack. So my suggestion to somebody who is in tier 2, tier 3 college or planning to join a tier 2, tier 3 college where you know the top consulting firms are not going to come, my suggestion to all you people would be to join these consulting firms like EY, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, Accenture and build your experience. After that, but obviously you might go for an MBA or might get picked up by McKinsey, BCG, Bain depending on how good work you've done, maybe 1 or 2 years after working in the industry of consulting, maybe with a different firm. So please don't give up hope right now. At the end of the day, like I said, the major hirings happen from B schools, but after undergrad also there's a good opportunity that I am seeing a lot of people making into consulting. So please do not give this opportunity up. I hope this video has helped you in providing you proper clarity of what exactly the roadmap looks like, what are the kind of job roles, what is the kind of salary you can get. And if I've missed out on anything, just comment below and let me know and I'll surely make another video about that. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. If you like it, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Do share this video with your friends, family members or anybody who's planning to get into consulting after undergrad. I'm pretty sure this video will be really good value to them. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel or press the bell icon, please go do it and also follow me on Instagram. I'll see you all with another video. Take care guys. Bye-bye.